Good morning from Galatasaray in January to joining Bayern Munich, having a very bad start off at the club of Bayern Munich because he first got an injury way back, like I think 2 weeks back, and now Sacha Boey has found himself injured again. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I'll go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And here we come in peace to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is concerned, and continue to really hit the subscribe button close to the very many times that we want. How many times? 300 times you should really hit on this. Now, Ange Postecoglou has a new plan for everything that is going to be happening at Tottenham Hotspur. It's a big plan, and he feels like it should be a title race team in the near future because they've already gone ahead to see to it that they give him the best that he deserves as a player, and he has gone ahead as a manager, and he has put in a shift in here for you. And then Lucas Paqueta has gone ahead to snub the manager of Man City by sending him a message that I think Pep Guardiola wouldn't really like to hear from this man. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslim is Barakallahu Fikum, and let's set this going to where you people want it to be. Sacha Boey, formerly linked to Arsenal, went to Bayern Munich. He has obviously found himself in a very bad situation, and Bayern Munich right back Sacha Boey has suffered a muscle tear in his thigh and will be out for several weeks, leaving him a doubt for the Arsenal game in the USL. Now, for the Arsenal game is out. I've gone ahead to confirm that he's going to be out for 6 weeks. The Arsenal game is going to be played on the 7th and I think the 16th, right? Have I gotten it right? The Arsenal fixture and Bayern Munich. Let me check here to be very exact. Arsenal, I think it's going to be played on the 9th, right? Arsenal will play Bayern Munich on the 9th of April, right? 9th of April, then on the 17th. So 9th and 17th. Counting from today, 2 weeks. Those are 4 weeks. So in a space of 4 weeks, that's when Arsenal is going to be playing its double tie or double encounter against Bayern Munich. For a Sacha Boey player who is going to be out for 6 weeks, that means he will be out. And the only way he can come back into action to play in the Champions League is when Bayern Munich knock out Arsenal, something that I believe is really going to be hard. But for Sacha Boey, this is not a start that you would want to get when they've just gone ahead to sign you. And they signed him because Mazraoui has been an injury-prone player, and Konrad Laimer plus Joshua Kimmich don't want to play as right backs, though they're really versatile players that can play in the midfield and play as right backs. So for Sacha Boey, he's injured, and it's not the best of the news that you ever want to get and hear if you're a Bayern Munich player and fan, because Mazraoui is injured. That means Joshua Kimmich or Konrad Laimer will have to play as a right back and find the best balance of the team. But it shows you how good Arsenal were, and they pulled out of this deal. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise that let's not go and really make what we call panic moves. Bayern Munich wanted to sign Kyle Walker in the summer. He failed. January transfer window, they went in for Kylian Trippier. Kylian Trippier accepted the move. Newcastle said, you are going nowhere. And all they wanted was a player to come in through to cover as a right back. Sacha Boey was signed from Galatasaray, and he went ahead to play for Bayern Munich. He hasn't gone ahead to play very many games for them, and he has gone ahead to obviously get injured again. Is it a spell on him? God knows, but injuries are really inevitable in the game of football. he can also play as a center back on the right side of the central defense. That is Sacha Boey for you. And it looks like he's gonna even miss out onto his chance to be called up in the Euros, because I don't see him having enough time to recover, to hit the ground running, and really send a message to the manager of France, that is Deschamps. So Arsenal fans, get to know that Sacha Boey is out of the encounter, that you're going to be facing the side of Bayern Munich, and he joins Harry Kane, who is expected to be available as Arsenal takes on Bayern Munich. Then there is the other man who goes by names of, is it Pavlovic? You know, he's also injured. So Bayern is really having very many injuries, and after the international break, all the prayers of Bayern fans are that they don't get in more and more injuries, because they know the league is gone, as Bayern Leverkusen won't allow to lose 10 points for Bayern to catch out on them, and their only hope left this season is the Champions League. Can they knock out Arsenal? We wait and see what's going to come in from the international break, because Arsenal is having close to 13 players, you know, out, 13 plus players out at the international break, and they want to see to it that they return when they have not gone ahead to get any injuries. And the same applies to Bayern Munich, because if you lose more and more players, because I've gone ahead to read on a story that even Leroy Sen is also having something with him. So the camp of Bayern Munich is really unsettled, and if Arsenal keeps itself and these players fit, then they're gonna really cause a lot of damage and havoc to the opponent of Bayern Munich. So we leave that at that. Wait and see. Sacha Boey out for 6 weeks, and it's really not the good news that the manager Tuchel will ever want to hear. Man City has been so much linked to Lucas Paqueta. I've already gone ahead to do this story like a week back, or 1 or 2 weeks back, and today he was with the Brazilian national team. He was talking to the TNT Sports, and he was asked onto his potential transfer interest to Man City. He said, I think that our respect for West Ham, I think out of respect for West Ham, I have to stay focused on my duty as West Ham and keep working. So it's like he has come out and really told us the truth about what this guy is all about. And he's talking about out of respect for West Ham, I'm focused on my duty at West Ham and keep working. Meaning that he hasn't gone ahead to rule out a move to Man City. We all know that during the summer transfer window, Lucas Paqueta wanted to go to Man City. West Ham called in for £80 million, and Man City were willing to meet it. But the problem was he was really having some charges sorry about that. He was really having charges concerning betting with his family members, and Man City said we're not going to sign any player like him. So after him clearing of those charges, I think Man City is going to come back huge and better to really sign him, as they're really looking in for 2 midfielders. Remember, Calvin Phillips is going to be sold, and they're still looking in for a replacement for Ika Gundogan, meaning that 2 central midfielders will be looked up for by the side of Man City. And it's Haid, Lucas Paqueta, and Douglas Luiz are those players that Man City will be looking at to obviously get in. So that is it about Sacha Boey. Sorry, that is about Lucas Paqueta, and saying that out of respect for West Ham, he's like, allow me concentrate on my game until the summer transfer window, because he knows very many teams are going to be knocking on the door to sign him. Newcastle in the mix, Liverpool in the mix, Man City in the mix. Close to 4 top teams will be looking in to sign this player in, and I know exactly what is running in his mind. He thinks he's not going to be a West Ham player anymore at the end of this summer transfer window that is commencing in June, the year of 2024. So we wait and see where Lucas Paqueta is gonna be, and the rest will be brought to you here onto the Rokani Media Football. We go to Spurs. right? This is as their gold. It is understood that Ange Postecoglou is trying to change and get out of the mentality of aiming just for top 4 with everyone around the club. He's trying to build something for next season to challenge at the top. Obviously, Ange came in through with a bang. We can all admit that he came in through with one of the biggest attack-minded teams in the world. And guess what? He's really having a lot with him to offer to the side of Tottenham Hotspur. And this was derived from the conversation we really had when he was asked about wasting the chance to move to top 4 after they lost to Fulham by 3-0. Ange Postecoglou had the following to say: "You can level any accusations you want. I get it, and I'm happy for people to run that sort of commentary because it's meaningless to me. I don't see 4th as the prize. This club has finished 4th before. It is finished 2nd. You can throw all types of things at it. It's reached the Champions League finale. You can throw all sorts of things, but this club has achieved things. So 4th place is not his goal." I like the aggressiveness of the manager, the mentality, and the hunger for him to obviously win the first big trophy for the side of Tottenham Hotspur in very many years. And Ange is saying top 4 is not my end goal, meaning that he wants to win more and more and more and more. He added and said, "I don't want to finish 4th. If we haven't grown as a team and developed as a team, if nobody believes me, then it's fine. Part of the narrative is to push you in these kind of positions where you think that 4th is some kind of achievement that gives you something for next year. It doesn't give you anything unless 4th would be great if I feel like we are growing as a team and we are creating something that is going to bring us success next year." So I think the only positive he gets is that they're going to the Champions League and he gets him more money to see that he can reinforce the squad of Tottenham Hotspur. He concluded and said, "But 4th is not our goal. It hasn't been. It's not my goal. It certainly isn't my goal, but I get it from outside. Particularly in the Premier League, it seems like people push you into a position where you succeed or fail just on an outcome. I just don't think that's how you get success. Success is built on, I think, more tangible stuff. If we finish 5th, and if I think we've got a team to challenge next year, then I won't be disappointed." That is Ange Postecoglou for you. And I'm gonna hit to really get his words out right. And he's really doing the needful as a manager to come in through and really tell us exactly what he thinks about Tottenham Hotspur. So guys, what are your thoughts about Sacha Boey injured again out of the Arsenal game in there for you? What do you make about it? Then, what are your thoughts about Lucas Paqueta? Obviously, holding back onto joining Man City for a meantime. And lastly, Ange Postecoglou, top 4, not his goal. May the living to God bless you abundantly, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum and Ramadan Mubarak. We out. See you in our next video.